What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our Gas Course project, an action game built from scratch using the gameplay ability system, C++, Unreal Engine 5, all that good stuff. So tonight we're going to hopefully work on critical chance and critical damage attributes and get those to work with our damage pipeline. So that's what we're going to be working on. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing is figure out if I need a new attribute set or if I have a reusable attribute set. Because there's health. And I think the health has damage. Like there's physical damage, healing, incoming damage, incoming healing. I think this is a good place to have critical chance and critical damage multipliers and attributes. Hey, hey man, how's it going? So let's go ahead and add those to our attribute set. So there's incoming damage. So I'm going to add 2 more here. So I'm going to say... what do I want to say? Critical chance multiplier. Oh, no, just critical chance percentage. I don't know if percentage is a good word. So critical chance and then critical damage multiplier. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. First day back at, well, to be honest, I've been at the office a couple times over the break, but now it's officially the first day back in the office. Have you created your custom damage flow for this project? Yes. I'm still working on it, but yeah. I'm trying to support multiple damage types. Now we're going to try to add critical chance and critical damage. And of course, other aspects like, what's the term? Damage reduction and, you know, elemental damage and things like that. So not sure if I've written anything in my blog post about that, and I need to update this blog post sooner rather than later, maybe with like all these attributes and stuff that I've been adding to it. Because the last time I updated was in November, so I should update that soon. So yeah, critical chance, critical damage. We need to also add replicated using. And create the appropriate functions here. Or the weather isn't encouraging going to the office. Yeah, man, it's cold, it's wet, it's kind of snowy. Me and my girlfriend, we wake up at like 6 a.m. so we can get out the door as fast as possible. It's rough, to be honest, but you know, I'm more of a morning person nowadays. I used to be a night owl, but now I'm early bird. I try to get to the gym early in the morning too. I've been pretty bad about it the last like 2 months, so I'm trying to do like the whole New Year's resolution, get back into it. So yeah, so on rep we're gonna say critical chance. That's that here, and then old critical chance, and then the same thing here. A lot of copy pasta at the moment. Oh, nice. Fingers crossed for that then. Thanks. Yeah, 6 a.m. Yeah, that's holy moly for sure. We don't want to do old critical chance. Old. Like that. So I think that's all that needs to be set up there. Let me also close out of the editor since we're going to have to do that. And of course, I should initialize these values. So critical chance will say 0. And critical damage multiplier will be 1. Or should it also be 0? Because basically it should be like, you know, a multiplier. So say you have 0.5, 50% critical damage multiplier. So it should take the incoming damage, multiply by 0.5, and then add it on top of it. So I'm curious where I should be doing that as well. I'm guessing in the damage execution. So we'll probably have to add that soon. We'll probably need to clamp these things as well. So get critical chance. Oh, get critical chance attribute. Thank you. Now we're going to clamp that between 0 and 1, of course, because the highest would be 100% chance, meaning, you know, you got it. And then get critical damage. Multiplier, we'll say you can do up to like, we'll always do up to 10, but we're probably going to have to balance that at some point. If we get to a balancing stage ever. So post gameplay effect, execute, incoming damage, sell the health related things. We're gonna have to add these replicated properties for critical chance and critical damage. Now I need to implement these functions. Pass this in. Chance and critical damage. Boom. So that should be everything that I need for critical damage and critical chance. So I believe now I have to go into my damage execution. So I'm wondering if I need to also add in like critical chance and stuff here. Let's compile. Let's just make sure I did everything right there. I want to look at this execution class in I guess Blueprint. I just want to see how it's set up. Maybe I'll have to do it. And we just did a lot of copy and paste, so chances are high that we're not going to compile. There's going to be something I missed, but we'll see. I also noticed my computer needs a restart. Let's schedule that. Sure. Every time I see like a scheduled maintenance restart thing, I just make sure I get it out of the way as fast as possible. Okay, 10 out of 14. So far, so good. Okay, we compiled successfully. Awesome. And obviously we initialize everything I said everything to 0, I believe. So we're going to have to add into our emitter some values. But basically what I believe we need to do, you know, first we'll make sure we're capturing the attributes correctly for critical chance and critical damage. And then at some point we gotta calculate this chance. I'm gonna see if here is a good place to do it. Because I wonder if there should be like how the critical damage should be calculated. Should it be like once I start introducing, I guess, damage reductions and stuff like that. So say you deal 10 damage and the enemy target has like 20% damage reduction. So you would apply 8, I think. Right? Yeah. You would apply 8 instead of 10. But say you got a critical hit, would we want to take the critical damage multiplier of the full damage you were supposed to do? So say you had like 20% damage multiplier. Would you then, add 2 back to the 8 and get 10 again? Maybe. Not sure. But we'll find out. We'll play around. Not a big deal. So there should be a damage thing somewhere. Here's our execution base. Here's our relevant attributes to capture. So yeah, we gotta add it. So we need to do critical chance from the source, and we need to do critical damage. Source will snapshot everything. Maybe we shouldn't. Let's say no for now. Just for funsies. And let's go now. We're in our damage execution here, so we should be able to just define a bunch of stuff here. We're gonna say, yeah, false and false. Let me also reference viewer on this. Okay, it is just in GE damage base. Here's execution. All's there. Cool. So it should be all within this execution here that I need to set things up. Shouldn't be a big deal. So yeah, let's do it. So critical chance. Critical chance, critical damage multiplier. We gotta add 2 more here. Am I missing something? Excuse me. Here's my incoming damage. So add. I don't know where this incoming death thing is. Ah. That should be good now. Okay. So those are declared, I believe, as they should. So yeah. I wonder what would be the best. Let's ask the AI how to best calculate chance here. UE5 C++ calculate chance. So to calculate a chance system in UE5, you can leverage random generation functions in C++. It provides one by default, so fmath random range. Okay, that's what I assumed. Okay, so frand range, I guess, is what I need. So I guess what I can do here, I could say, so float, roll chance percentage equals fmeth, yeah, okay. And then, so bool b critical hit equals so critical chance. Where am I not seeing that value for? Oh, I have to do something like this. Ah. And I guess if you get a critical hit, that'll also increase your passive healing, which would be pretty cool. Then we could just say, you know, I guess I could move this to here, right? I guess I could just say if so damage plus equals damage times the critical damage multiplier. But I also need to capture that. Like that. So I guess I can do something like this. Maybe add a comment. And I'll also want to... So this is the damage event. So I guess I should store it. So bool b critical hit. Like that. And then down here... what do I want to do? I probably have to declare a special tag. Like, I don't know if there should be a special... Maybe there should be a special event. Like, on damage dealt, on damage received. Maybe there should be another event for, like, on critical hit. Just so people can listen to it. Or if you should just pass in a special tag. Let's look. Let's do a tag first. So damage type. I'll call it as a damage type. Critical damage, or just critical. So something like that. And then in here, I should be able to... add this as well. I can say, like, you know, if the critical hit, I can say damage, whoops, damage, dealt payload, add tag. Okay, it's smart enough to get me to here. But I should be able to say, like, damage, critical. Is there a status.death tag? There is. Let me fix that as well. We don't want to use this like request. That should be good. I think that's okay. Let us compile, and we'll see what happens. And if it does compile, then we can actually start testing it, I guess. I'll have to initialize these variables to something. I just want to make sure I see the values correctly in debugging. And then we can look into how we could, like, how we want to kind of make these damage numbers visible when it is a critical hit. Obviously, maybe like a unique sound would need to be played. But maybe like the scale can be bigger. There can be like a critical hit icon or something. I'm sure there's a couple different ways to do it. So there's definitely a compile error. Okay, we forgot a parentheses. Classic mistake. Let's try it one more time. And then, yeah, I gotta figure out like how to best get like a icon for it. Okay, so build failed again. Okay. So error, so here, so cannot convert argument 1 from native gameplay tag to const name. What? So F gameplay tag. It's so bizarre. We'll put that back. Let me add it to do. Figure out why we can't use native gameplay tag instead of what's the Okay, let's compile once more. We'll see what happens. Okay. Damage type underscore status burn? Oh. Whoopsie doopsie. But we're still getting that error as well. What's wrong with this? Let's look at the damage execution. What did I change here? So this was the original. Okay, so it's F name. Let's just see if this compiles. And we'll have to figure that out. Okay, so this also is a problem. Maybe I don't have to request the gameplay tag. Can I just say damage type critical? Can I say oops, hit the microphone there, my bad. Is this appropriate? Yes. Okay, so we can get rid of that to do. And we could definitely do some interesting things. Because we're also receiving this event when we deal the damage, so maybe we can have some interesting things when we get a critical hit on our character. Maybe we can, you know, I don't know, reduce cooldowns or something, or I don't know, do something. Let's see what icons we can get. So critical hit icons. Um, okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at icons. Let's see. Critical hit. So we have UI, we have games. Do we have there's stat effects and life steal? Where did I put this texture? So game UI, stat effects. There's damage. Maybe I say critical hit. Now import. Now something temporary, you know, doesn't have to be perfect at the moment. So UI from texture group, expression settings, user interface. I see like no mid maps. I don't know what half these settings do, if I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I think that's all we need. So yeah, now we gotta figure out if this even works, right? So let's go. We have our damage execution base. We're putting in our appropriate multipliers. So now I need to go to player ability set base. There is the attribute emitter. There's the health attribute emitter. So let's go ahead and add critical chance. So we'll override. So critical chance. For now, we'll make it like 0.25 or something. Just so we can see the number. And now override, we're gonna do critical damage. Make it 0.65 just to see a number, hopefully. So yeah, let's go. Let's go here. Okay, so for some reason, so the breakpoint will not currently get hit. Okay, that's weird. Let me recompile. I think it's because I got rid of the to-do while it was compiling or finished compiling, so it was giving me a problem. So shouldn't be a big deal to quickly recompile and get that back up. Yeah, but we would want to leave like a breakpoint here, just so we could see all these values. And then once we can prove it works, we can update the damage number. There's also a data asset I think I gotta look into. Because I don't think the damage number color should change. Like it should be based off the damage type in terms of like, you know, physical, magic, or physical, fire, ice, shock, electric, whatever it may be. And critical hits should just, I think, scale the number a little bit bigger and kind of show this critical hit icon. Maybe have like a longer lifespan of the animation. We'll see. Okay. So we should be able to just spawn and hit an enemy and see what happens. Hopefully it won't crash. So let's do it. Oh yeah, let's get rid of this debug. So throw. We got here. Let's let it collect the data it needs to collect. So what is rolled percent chance? So it says it's false. Critical damage multiplier. I don't know why it set up that high, but it looks like the values are okay. So we have a 25% chance. So let's see if we can get it to be true. Is our luck that shitty? I suspect something's wrong. Let us set our critical chance. To 1. So 100. So it should work. So it still falls. So is this like not giving me a number? Let us, I guess, log this value. I suspect it's not giving us a value that's correct or what I'm expecting. Now we got just hot reload. Okay. What does our output log say? So rolled chance is 10.09. So that should be okay. So why is that? My head hurts. That doesn't make sense. Like, why can't I see this value? So roll chance 4, roll chance 37. Like, I'm getting right numbers. So if roll percentage is less than or equal critical chance. I feel like I'm going crazy. Feeling a little loco. One more time. One more time. Deal damage. Let's look at our output log. Oh. Oh. I know. So, roll chance is correct. Our critical chance is between 0 and 1. So I believe I have to just make this between 0 and 1. And it should work. Oh, sorry for the knuckle cracks here. So yeah, let's try. Output log. So roll chance 0.34, critical chance 1. So that should mean this gets hit, and it does. Awesome. So we're good there. So yeah, let's go to our damage number now. So DA damage type, it's color. Like eventually I would need to change that. Well, not change it, but add more, but critical damage is not going to be where that goes. So here's the damage number. So damage data is the gameplay event here. So we get the attitude, we get instigator tags. Define damage type tag in container. Now, let's make, can I wrap this in an overlay? Then we add an image. I think something like this. Can I make critical hit? Oh no. Oh, so critical hit icon. Maybe I can bring it to the forefront. Not sure how this should look, because honestly, I don't want to obscure the damage number. Maybe I can make it a vertical box. Something like that, maybe. I just want to see what that looks like. Oh yeah, and it doesn't really animate. So how could I make sure? Because I guess I have to animate not the number. But the overlay, or whatever it is that groups these together. I don't know if an icon is a good idea. I don't know, honestly. What did I do? Replace with damage value. I guess because it carries it with it there, and if I replace it like that. Let's do that. I'd like to rename you, please. To me, I don't know. That doesn't look too great. Yeah, it's also giving me. Yeah, it's giving me values that I don't really necessarily like either. So I want to do F math floor. That should be what I want, right? So I float to a nearest less or equal integer, just so we don't get decimals. Let's just confirm that that works. All right, it failed. Okay. Discarding return value of function. Okay, so can I say like damage equals or can I just do like is this valid? I don't think it's going to be valid. No. It's also missing syntax. Now we're getting a little sloppy. Okay, so damage plus equals the floor of that. Hopefully. Okay, so that worked. So are we getting decimals still? No. Oh, I needed that damage number. So I want to as tag critical, like that variable B is critical hit. Now playback speed. I'd want it to last a little longer. Probably always last the same amount as well. So 2 seconds longer. Set scale, set render scale. Select. Just notice, man, it's 1.5. You guys should be able to see what I'm doing. So if it's not a critical hit, it's 1. Make it twice as big. See what this looks like. Yeah. Playback speed. So yeah, wrong way. So 0.25, 0.25 should be slower. I think 0.5 will be slow enough. Let's give ourselves not 100%. We'll do 0.5. So we're kind of able to see our critical hits. Just not sure of this like exclamation point. We can make it collapsed by default. And then set its visibility based on that. Any other unused variables here? Yeah. Clean this up a little bit. So set visibility. Select. So if it's true, we make it not hit testable. If it's false, we do collapsed. I don't like the icon at all. Let's see. Critical. Let's make this yellow as fuck. Okay, so that didn't work. I guess it's because it gets the first one. Yeah. Maybe I could say something like, so select. Yeah. Scale is maybe too big. I don't think I like this icon. I just don't know how to better. So in that case, wouldn't exclamation mark at the end wouldn't be the best since you have different colors for different types of damage. Are all those? So yeah, the ones that are yellow are going to be crits. So in that case, wouldn't exclamation mark at the end be the best since you have? So basically, adding an exclamation point. Yeah, maybe. Because yeah, having an icon, I'm not sure is okay. But maybe appending an exclamation point would be okay. Format. How do I do that? There's format text, but that's that. I guess I could just say, like, you know, damage number. And then critical. Text. I don't remember the function name. Append, yeah, we got there. Append, I believe, is for strings, and then format is for the text. Let's see if that gets anywhere. So it definitely shows up. Don't want the space in between. Let's just do the damage type again. Let's not do this. I just wonder if that's... I wonder if that's clear. Maybe there's some references online. That we can get some inspiration from. So critical damage number.
One student here. At the end of each battle, I have an upgrade, which is around this hit area, double stick. I'm out. Just heal at all, which are kind of rates. Let's see, be another one, which are kind of scaling compared. Do with this project, and I might actually.
No. Show critical damage numbers. Diablo. Borderlands, okay. Borderlands. Because they do show the word critical.
In this video I want to go over what exactly critical hit damage in Borderlands 2 and TPS is, what type of crit multipliers there are, how to calculate crit
So does it just declare critical? And the damage numbers will just kind of go? Or how does it work exactly?
Damage and what mechanics critical hits have. Before I start, I just want to mention that I will link 2 guides to crit damage in the description below. One for Borderlands 2 made by Chuck80 and one for TPS I made myself. However, the Borderlands 2 guide is a bit outdated and won't include everything mentioned in this video. So just like with my splash and grenade damage videos, let's start with the basics first. If you shoot an enemy in a critical spot, for example a bandit's head, you will deal bonus damage. That bonus damage is a multiplier of 2 at base, so you'll deal twice as much damage. Critical hit damage from skills, class mods or other sources modifies the multiplier, with different types having different effects. For example,
Okay, so yeah, the word critical just kind of
hit damage with
shows,
crit multipliers will result in a
which maybe is okay. But it would have to be its own kind of thing. I think. It's definitely a good reference. So how do I want to do this then? Guys, here's the damage number panel. This is like the damage dealt. I have some ideas. Because yeah, I'm creating these widgets here, and I have a damage number panel tracker. We got a special guest here. We got a kitty on the desk. So maybe I can track the critical damage ones separately. Because, like, for example, I could say, you know, like critical, like this. But yeah, the name of the kitty, her name is Lola, but I call her Bober. So yeah, there's our critical. But it doesn't show the damage number. So yeah, that's where the problem is going to be. And yeah, the animation should be pretty consistent as well, which makes me want to separate it out in a way. Let me just a second, the cat's playing with something. Oops. What are you doing, Lola? You want to say hi to people? So here's Lola. Mwah. She's a good kitty. She's a little bit of mayhem. But we love her. Yeah, so I think on the next stream, this is what I'll kind of want to work on. Because like if it's a critical hit, I want to spawn both the critical thing and the damage number associated with it. The issue possibly, like, there is going to be an issue because how it works right now, at least with status effects, is like it's always going to be saying critical. So I somehow have to also store the fact that it's like the critical damage, it should just show critical when the status is applied and you roll the critical, or should the critical be rolled once for status effect or something? Lola. Not sure how to do that though. I would have to maybe check if you're burning already. Because it might be annoying, you know, as they're burning. You keep seeing critical. I don't know. We can at least try. But it's already 8:30. I don't know if I want to stream much longer. So let's just clean up what I do have. Put that back, exclamation point. Gotta go. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for stopping by, Casper. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, that's what 50% critical chance is. So let's just start with 2. And we'll see how often it kind of goes. It's also printing out twice. That's why. So yeah, we got 1 critical hit there. No critical hits there. We can also play around possibly with, you know, critical hits. I don't know, honestly. I also noticed this the input buffer doesn't really work with the jump. But that's another problem for another day. I gotta make sure I write that down. But we more or less have critical chance, which is awesome. So yeah, let's go to our to-do list. So just write down what we need to do. Do I have the input buffer not working with the... yeah, we're also gonna have to look into updating duration at runtime. So say say you have like dodge duration 4 seconds, and then at runtime during gameplay you get that reduced by half, and we should make sure that it refreshes the duration instantly there. So dodge input buffer not compatible with jump. So yeah, status effect, status duration multiplier attribute. We got that. So yeah, critical chance plus critical damage multiplier. Look into how to better visualize critical hits. Borderlands as a reference for now. And then yeah, I guess we can go back into the enemy projectile. So I think that's everything I need for now. Did I not put this tab back? Oh my god. You okay? So yeah, I think we're at a good spot. So that's where I'm gonna end it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to stream on Thursday. So maybe I'll stream again on Sunday. Just because some friends are coming in out of town. Don't want to stream during that time, most likely. So thanks for watching. Again, have a good night. And if you are following me, if you aren't following me here on Twitch, make sure to leave a follow. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And for those watching on TikTok, thanks for stopping in. Make sure to follow me everywhere. And yeah, see you soon.